Hey there queens, welcome back to another tutorial where we're featuring passion twists for this month. So in your kit you should have received 8 packs of your Lulutress water wave hair, and out of the packs I'm using just 2 of those strands for each twist. So as you can see in the video, what I'm doing here is running my fingers through each strand or each section, and I do this because it's easier to twist with, and then also it's really easy to blend in with your natural hair because you can leave it unfluffed or unseparated, but I just prefer it this way because my model's hair is pretty kinky and I want it to blend in as much as possible. So this is what I'm doing here. And another reason why I like to run my thumbs through each section of hair is to create a more full look. So at the end, when I'm done twisting it, it's a little thicker, it's a little fuller, and that's just my preference. You can just, go about it without running your fingers through it, but this is just what I like to do. So when I start off the twist, I started off as a braid. Now, some people might prefer to start it off as a twist. I don't recommend that because it's easier to slip, especially if you have shorter hair. So what I do is I start off with a braid, and then I braid a few times down. And later on in the video, you'll see that I kind of struggled hiding her hair into the twist. And so my method of securing that is to just braid it past her natural hair. And I recommend this if you have shorter hair. For those who have longer hair, you don't have to worry about it. You can see here what I'm trying to do is, again, tuck her hair into the twist, but that's kind of hard to do, especially considering that these are twists. And so I just try to comb it in between the twists to see if that will secure it, and it does do that. But I honestly prefer just braiding the hair past the natural hair rather than trying to disguise it within the twist. This works perfect if you have shorter hair. For longer hair folks, you don't have to worry about this. So as you can see, one twist is done, and I just want to kind of break it down a little bit more in the next twist of how, the technique of, what I'm doing. The reason I'm layering each section of hair is because we want the twist to be really long, and this is how you can achieve that look. The twists are, I think the hair is about 18 inches, but we wanted it to be a little longer, so we're just layering it on each side. So again, I'm starting off with a braid, and in this twist you can see that I'm gonna be braiding it past her natural hair, and so that's what I recommend if you have the same length and the same texture. And so we're just braiding it. And then we're gonna go ahead and twist it. So as I'm twisting it somewhat loosely because, you don't have to twist it really tight because these are passion twists. And so, it doesn't require a lot of effort. And so I'm just speeding this up, for the sake of time, adding a little bit of shine and gem in between the parts to create a more crisp look. So if you still have some shine and gem from the previous box, feel free to use that. I'm not using too much because I didn't want, a lot of product on her hair. If you don't like how it looks, with the braids transitioning into the twist and how long the braids are, you can just start off by twisting it. But like I said, you really have to twist tight, especially where your hair meets, because it'll slip if it's a loose twist rather than a tight one. So here you see I'm not putting in any effort whatsoever when I'm twisting it. And then the way I secure the ends, this is the easiest part. You just twirl it with your fingers and that's it. And you're done. You don't have to worry about dipping it in hot water. You don't have to worry about burning it, putting glue on it, nothing like that. But the way, I recommend when you are twisting it is to kind of have it layered in a way where you can have like the skinnier end to be able to twirl it with your fingers like that and have it stay. But as you're twirling it, make sure that you're twirling it in the direction of the twist, if that makes sense. And, we're doing square parts because, for no particular reason. You can do oval parts, you can do triangle parts, whatever parts that you want to do. I'm just doing square parts because this is what I prefer to do for this specific style. So. And also when you're doing square parts or oval parts or whatever parts, you want to make sure that you're doing it in windows. When you're doing your own hair, you can't really tell because it's really hard to see, but you can feel where the spaces are. So I recommend when you are doing your own hair, have a double mirror or just feel it to see where the hair will fall and just go with that. So in the end, I ended up using 7 full packs and just a few strands out of the 8th pack. And I think I used about four strands out of the 8th pack. And so, this is more than enough hair for passion twist, for, maybe you want to do crochet with just leaving the hair out like that. It's a lot of hair. So it's very consistent throughout. So I didn't add, additional hair or anything like that. As I got closer to the top and closer to the front, I just made sure that when I staggered the hair, it was, a little longer rather than adding extra hair because I didn't have to do any of that. This style took about 4.5 hours to complete. I do hair as a side hustle. And so I might be a little faster than some of you. Some of you might be a little faster than me, and that's totally fine. This hair can definitely be achieved, in less time than, let's say, box braids or so, because you don't have to worry about the neatness or the crispiness of those twists, which is the best part because they're fun. And we're done. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this tutorial. Yeah, I hope you achieve this look. Take some pictures, tag braid_kit on Instagram, and see you in the next February tutorial.